The wind howled through the empty streets as the young woman, Claire, walked briskly toward home. The night was bitter, the cold biting through her coat, but her heart was warm with the simple joy of finishing a long day. As she neared a dimly lit alley, she noticed a figure hunched over on the sidewalk. A frail old man, wrapped in tattered rags, shivering violently. His skin was pale, his fingers curled inward as if trying to trap the last bit of warmth in his bones. She hesitated for a moment before kneeling beside him. "Sir, are you all right?" she asked gently. The old man lifted his gaze, revealing tired, sunken eyes. He tried to smile, but his lips quivered. "Just another cold night," he whispered, his voice fragile like dried leaves. Claire's heart clenched. She reached into her bag but found nothing substantial. "Wait here, sir. I'll bring you some food," she said with a reassuring smile. His eyes flickered with something almost forgotten, hope. "Thank you, miss. I will wait." With that, Claire turned and hurried toward home, her mind set on preparing something warm. But as she stepped inside, her phone rang. "Claire, where are you? We're heading to the party now. You have to come," her friend Rachel exclaimed excitedly. Claire glanced at the kitchen, then back at the mirror. She had promised to go out tonight. One quick party wouldn't hurt, right? The old man would still be there when she returned. It was just a little delay. "All right, I'll be there in 20, she said, tossing her coat aside. The night swirled into a blur of laughter, music, and flashing lights. Hours melted away, and by the time she remembered the old man, the clock read nearly 3 a.m. The streets were deserted, and a deep unease settled in her chest. "I'll take the food in the morning," she convinced herself. "He'll be fine." Morning arrived with a crisp breeze and golden sunlight, but Claire's heart was heavy as she rushed back to the alley. Clutching a bag of food and a thick blanket, she turned the corner and froze. The old man was still there, but he was no longer shivering. He lay still, his frail body curled up against the unforgiving pavement. His breath was gone, stolen by the merciless night. Claire's stomach twisted as she fell to her knees beside him. His trembling hands held a small, crumpled note, barely legible with his weakened handwriting. With trembling fingers, she unfolded it and read, "Hunger was my companion for years, but your promise gave me hope. Hope made me weak, and the weight made me cold. Never give a promise you cannot keep. It may be a small thing for you, but for me, it was life itself." A tear slipped down Claire's cheek as the words sank deep into her soul. A promise, such a small thing to her, but to him it had been everything. The weight of her delay crashed over her like a tidal wave, leaving her breathless with regret. From that day on, Claire never made a promise she couldn't keep, and she never forgot the lesson the old man had left behind. A reminder that hope is fragile, and sometimes it is the only thing keeping someone alive.